Yeah, so you'd be asked about geometry technicalities like this. What's the name of an angle between 180 and 360? And stuff like area and volume, yes. And stuff like time calculations, yes. And surface area, yes. That'll all come in to what we're doing. Okay, so these are the 6 types of angles. We also have different types of, when we collect 3 angles together and form a shape, what's that shape called? 3 angles in a shape. If there's a shape that has 3 angles, what's that shape called? A 3-angular shape is triangle, thank you.
Because of the word tri.
Triangle, yes. 3 angles forms a triangle.
Yes.
Very good. Who would have thought? There are different types of triangles as well. Anyone give me one and I'll take your suggestions here. Schluck. Very good, that's a good start. So first one we're going to look at, a right-angled triangle. Right-angled triangle. It will include a right angle, shockingly. Now that is a right-angled triangle. So it has one right angle. One 90-degree angle in it. Very good. That is one type of triangle. We see a lot of those in the world. Maybe in DT you might use them. Do you use those things? No, you don't use the right angle? Set square? No? Okay. Scratch that. It's all online now. Another type?
Isosceles.
Oh, look at him go. He knows as I try. You know how to spell isosceles?
No.
Isosceles. Isosceles triangle. What's special about an isosceles triangle? It's got a cool name. There are 2 equal sides and 2 equal angles. These 2 sides are equal in length and these 2 angles are equal. So 2 equal lengths and 2 equal angles. Now notice that this third angle is not equal. They're definitely, the angle that's sandwiched between the 2 is not equal. These 2 at the bottom are equal. Yes, Manny.
Will we get graded on spelling in the test?
No. No, I won't punish bad spelling. That's not an English exam. Okay? What's it called when all 3 angles are equal? That's, oh.
Like it starts with
It does, yeah. Oh, I heard it.
equilateral.
Equilateral, yeah. Lateral triangle has when all 3 sides are the same length, exactly. And all 3 angles are the same. I'll call them in the same. What size are those angles? What sides are those angles? Mimi, you know? Are you taking this down? You are? Okay. What size are the angles? Teddy? Boom, 60 degrees, yeah. Each of them has to be 60 degrees. Why?
Because.
Yeah, kinda. It's 2/3 of a right angle, yeah. Why do they have to be 60 degrees? Well, this comes to what do the angles of a triangle add to?
180.
180 degrees. Why?
Because.
Testing?
Because it's half of a quadrilateral.
Oh, yeah, it is half of a quadrilateral, but why is a quadrilateral 360 then? We can keep going up because it's
Quadrilateral.
it's a 2/3 of a.
Because each angle in the quadrilateral is a 90-degree angle, which adds up to 360.
Yeah, well, that's a specific one. Square, yeah, is
If
it?
it's half,
Yeah.
it'll mean 180, which means
Okay.
each angle is 360.
So it's got something to do with a straight line or half a circle. It's got something to do with a straight line or half a circle. Let me take out a triangle, which I've conveniently already cut out. Look at that. That's definitely a triangle, yeah?
Wow.
How has this
Pyramid.
got something to do with a straight line or half a circle? Half a circle.
If you extend it, it becomes
It's going to be
a thing, you know.
it'll be a quadrilateral, yeah. Why is it quadrilateral? The angles, remember the angles are here. The angles are here.
Take the top of the triangle and like fold it out and make it a straight line.
Okay, let's have a little experiment.
It's running out.
Can we all see this? Yeah, I'm going to do an experiment. Shia, you with me? Let's just mark the angles. So there's one, number 1. This one is number 2, and this angle is number 3. Okay, what I'm going to do with those angles is I'm going to cut them out.
And the angles create a circle.
Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Maybe I put my scissors somewhere silly. Well, we'll see. I'm going to just cut out these angles.
It's gonna make a half a circle.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be so exciting.
How smart, Schlock.
All right.
It's gonna be a pizza.
It could be square, guys. Come on.
There's one. There's the second one if I join it together. And here is the third one if I join that together. And that comes up here and is, that's a straight line. That is the same. There you go, half a circle or a straight line. And a full circle is 360, half a circle is 180. And that's why the 3 angles of a triangle add to 180 degrees, which is a definite note we should put somewhere. Oh, in a different, better pen than that. Note the 3 angles in a triangle, and I need another pen again. Add, are there any 3? No, I haven't finished yet. I just paused. The triangle, add to 100. So put that somewhere else, because I still haven't finished my names of different triangles. The 3 angles in a triangle add to 180 degrees. Look at that, that's amazing. Which means that in an equilateral, if they're all the same, I would divide that 180 by 3, so each one must be, each angle, as Teddy said, is 60 degrees in a equilateral triangle, all sides same length. Now the next triangle I'm going to prompt you on, it's the one where all sides and angles are all different. What is that called?
That is called a differential.
It is not. But good try.
That is the part of the car.
Begins with S.
A super.
Second letter is a C. Next letter is an A.
A scale.
It is a scalene. A scalene.
You guys just let me talk.
Okay. That's where, see the way in geometry, if you mark something with the same number of lines, that means they're the same size, or these have all marked 1 lines. This is marked with 1, this is marked with 2, and this is marked with 3. That means they're all different sizes. So a scalene triangle, all angles are different and all sides are different. There's probably other ways of saying that are not equal in length, but they're different. They're different lengths, different sizes. Just a random triangle that has no special features is called a scalene triangle, special name for it. Any other?
What kind?
Triangle. I'll be going into the 3rd dimension. We're sticking 2 dimensions. Yeah, but good thinking.
Will we go to the 3rd dimension?
We've already been to the 3rd dimension, haven't we? We did volumes of swimming pools and things like that.
What's a 3D triangle?
A pyramid.
A pyramid.
Well, there's a few different ones. A triangular prism or a pyramid, yeah, is one. Or that Toblerone shape is that's a triangular prism.
I love Toblerone.
There you go. Okay, there's an obtuse angle triangle.
How?
So an obtuse angle triangle has how many obtuse angles in it? 1, 2, 3.
It has a.
Are they all obtuse?
Yes. because
Well,
it's an
no.
obtuse angle.
Just think about that for a second. That's one obtuse angle. If another obtuse angle was drawn, that's a problem.
Yes.
We need that to go back and meet. So there has to be only 1 obtuse angle and 2 acute buddies. I'll draw that better now. An obtuse angle triangle is something like this. Not always orientated like this, but this is an obtuse, and then the other 2 are acute. Obtuse angle triangle has 1 obtuse angle. So there's a whole entire subject in maths dealing with triangles. Anyone know what that subject is called? And it's not called triangles. Trigonometry, yes, trigonometry, yeah. You'll be doing trigonometry until you leave this school and you'll be sick of it, maybe. But yeah, this is the start of trigonometry. This is the start of trigonometry.
Are there more than this?
Is there more than this? If we're going to learn it every year for the next 7 years? Yeah, it is a bit more. A little bit.
In year 9 you do it, right?
What?
In year 9,
You do it every year. Well, I suppose this technically I wouldn't call trigonometry. I'm just putting in geometry. Because we're not going to go into too much detail. But yeah, you do it every year. Okay, so there's our 5 different types of triangles. Excellent. This is a very important note. 3 angles in a triangle add to 180. We'll also put our second note here about the 4 angles in a, what's the name of a 4-sided shape?
quadrilateral.
Oh, very good. Quadrilateral, yeah. Quad. Well, interesting enough, this triangle is called after 3 angles. A quadrilateral is called after 4 sides, which is mildly interesting. Why isn't it trilateral for a triangle? I don't know. And they add to 360 degrees. Now, what's interesting in itself is why is the number 360 for one full circle? It's a combination of 2 things.
Maybe because the circle.
Shia? No, you're probably thinking along the right tracks. Anyone 360? Might have something to do with time.
Why isn't it 240?
240 what? Well, we know that 360 works because the square would have 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees, 90 degrees. That's 360. And also it contains 2 triangles. If you think about it, if I draw any old quadrilateral, I can make 2 triangles out of it. And if this angle, and this angle are all 180, and this, and this are 180, they would add up to give 360. So why 360? Why not? You think, if I went around something and I just called it 100, wouldn't that be better? We deal with 100s, Destin, don't we, a lot? We deal with 100 and 1,000 and 10s. Why is it 360 and not 100?
Because 6 times 6 is 36.
Yeah, but why 6?
Because that's how many 60 is how many seconds in a minute and how many minutes in an hour.
Oh, how's that got to do with...
You said it has something to do with time.
It does have something to do with time, but why time? Why a full circle? Yeah.
Because of,
Okay, it's a combination of, well, 360 is 360 days, it's 365 days in a year.
Actually, it's 365.25.
Thank you, yes. Also, something about the number 60 has a very interesting property, and why minutes are in 60 minutes and 60 seconds.
It's a good fact.
Yeah, it's great. If you think about it, the factors of 60, what's the first factor of 60? What's the smallest number that divides into 1? What's the second one? 2. Third one? Does 3 divide in? Yes.
Yeah.
Does 4 divide in?
Yeah.
Does 5 divide in?
Yeah.
Does 6 divide in?
Yeah.
Okay. So 60 is the first number that can be divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is quite useful when you don't have calculators and you're way back in ancient times. That you can divide money between 6 people easily, 5 people, 4 people, if it's in denominations of 60, or 12, or 24, and that's why there's 12 inches in a foot and things like that, because 12 also has a lot of factors easily split up by 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5, but 6. Has 5 factors below 6. That's an interesting reason, and it's also why it's 360. Okay, mildly interesting for some people. Okay, now I'm unsure how much of the homework everybody has done. Maybe I'll correct it everything tomorrow, then your my maths and your time calculations. So they are due. The written work was due for today. I'll check it tomorrow because I have a feeling a couple of people may not have it completed fully, especially people who were watching soccer and did not have their device last day. Ridley.
Watching how many footballs?
Many what?
Football.
One color. One color is only. If you have one color done, you can do more than one. My maths, complete it now if you haven't done it for tomorrow. And your written work, also have it done for tomorrow. I will be checking your books tomorrow. Yes. Do a different color, do blue.